Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Manny, in case you are new, or welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing another chatty video. I love doing these videos and I haven't done one in a little bit, so I figured it was time to give you some life updates, talking about things that I've been thinking about, and just whatever's on my mind this morning. So to give you a little bit of context, today is Monday, April 12th. It is currently like 8 a.m. so it's quite early in the morning. It is the last week of school. The last day of classes is on Wednesday, which I'm really happy about. So it's the end of the semester, thank God, but we still got final season to get through, and then it'll be summer break. So in terms of how I've been doing, not the best. I think every year, every student gets like this. By the end of the semester, they're really tired, overworked, just burnt out, and just really ready for the semester to be over. This year, especially with all online school, has definitely been super tough. So this burnt out feeling has been hitting especially hard. I think you can tell I have not posted consistently on YouTube for the last 2 months or so, just because I really couldn't get myself to vlog any of the days. I really just thought like vlogging was super boring because I do the same thing every day at home, and honestly, it's like not entertaining to watch me just sit at my desk and do homework for 4 hours. So I don't know, I kind of didn't vlog anymore, or like I haven't vlogged in a while just because like I don't want to, and I don't really, I don't know, right? I don't know. If you guys would watch it, let me know, but I personally don't really like vlogging that kind of stuff because I got really unmotivated and stuff. So I haven't posted consistently on YouTube, which makes me feel really bad because, I don't know, that's something that I really like doing and I really enjoy making videos, but these past few weeks I have been hitting rock bottom. Not rock bottom, but just like low motivation and no effort or wanting to do anything, to be honest. But as I said, it is the last week of the semester, and then I have finals, and then it'll be summer break. I have 3 finals this semester, and they're all within the span of 1 week. So as soon as all 3 of those are over, I am done for the rest of the year. I am not taking a summer course this summer. As much as I was debating about it, I decided not to take a summer course, and now they're all full, just because I know that I would not have a good time, even though I might not have anything to do because COVID still exists. I don't want to do school just because I feel like I've been doing school since first year nonstop and I really could use a break. I think I talked about this in my last Let's Chat video, which is kind of like where my burnt out feeling started. I am not going to be doing anything this summer in terms of like I'm not doing school or anything, but I really do want to focus on my YouTube channel. I either want to post like every day and do daily vlogs, or just post like 4 times a week and just do more videos, because I feel like that would be so much fun. Because I have so many ideas that I want to make into videos and stuff, but I just, during the semester, I have no time whatsoever, and also just no motivation or energy to do those things just because school is taking up so much of my time. So I'm pretty excited for the summer. I still am deciding like whether I want to do like daily vlogs or just like more frequent uploads, because I don't know, I feel like I can't do daily vlogs. It'll be really hard, but we'll see how it goes. I just want to show you something real quick as well. So my psych course that I've been taking the entire year has started from September, and our final is next Wednesday. So as you can imagine, starting from September, there's a lot of content that we've gone through. Like literally, look at this. I had to print out all of the notes because for our final, we're only allowed like paper copies, and I wanted to be able to write down more details and stuff like that in case I need to when I'm studying this week for my final. But it's just, looking at this stack of paper really intimidates me and honestly makes me a little stressed out. So I don't know if I'm going to be having a fun time this week. In terms of other updates, as I mentioned in my last Let's Chat video, April would be the last month that I am working as a behavior interventionist, and it is currently April, so I am ending sessions at the end of this month with the kid that I've been working with for the last like 6 months or so. And to be honest, I am really excited because I think I talked about this a lot more in my previous Let's Chat video, so check it out if you want to, but I'm really excited to just move on to another part of my life and kind of explore more fields. I am so blessed to be young and able right now, so I really want to use that energy and time to explore different things that I might be interested in, one being YouTube and taking it more seriously. So I'm really excited for that, and I feel like right now I'm just in this weird position where I'm just like waiting for summer because I know that summer is when like I can do all of the things that I've been wanting to and I have the time to, so I'm really excited. I got Chamberlain coffee for my birthday, and I got this little mason jar as well as like other coffees and stuff like that, and I think it's so cute. I've been using it all the time at home when I'm drinking water. I love it. In other news, I kind of wanted to talk about a different topic that has kind of been on my mind since I had a phone call with a friend recently. I have not talked to my friends in so long. I am really bad at like just texting people and connecting over text messages. I feel like it's just such a surface level way of communicating, but obviously given this COVID thing, like it's kind of the only option, so I haven't really been talking to a ton of my friends. But a few weeks ago I had a FaceTime call with one of my friends, and it was like almost 2 hours long, and we talked about a lot of things, and one of the things that we talked about was outgrowing your old friends, which I thought was really interesting. So it's gonna be kind of weird if people watch my video, like people I know watch my video, but whatever. I feel like this is a feeling that everyone goes through, so I wanted to talk about it really quickly. More recently, I've just been feeling like some of my friends, our values don't really line up anymore, and these are friends from high school, so I've known them since like my entire life because I've gone to the same elementary and high school with all the same people. And yeah, so more recently, I haven't really been talking to anyone from my high school. The girl that I had a FaceTime call with, she is from high school, but she and I, yeah, we just talk like once every couple months and kind of catch up over a phone call or meeting up in person if possible. So all of my friendships in my entire life, I have really noticed how I feel in those friendships. It's something that I really pay attention to when I'm with other people, because for me, I am like quite introverted, so if I'm not enjoying my time with other people, like I really take notice of that, and I'm like, I would rather be by myself right now. I feel really lucky that I have developed this independence that I can be by myself. I know when I was in first year and high school, like I could not do that. Like it was just, I didn't know who I was independently, and I just couldn't hang out by myself or be by myself at all. I feel like I had to be talking to someone. I had to be like with someone, even when I go out to like the grocery store or something. So it was a really bad feeling, but throughout university, I really developed it, and I would say now I really value my independent time and just being by myself. Even if I'm doing simple things like playing Animal Crossing or just watching YouTube, I really value this time by myself because it just is a time that I can be authentically myself and not feel like I have to put up a front and feel like I have to impress other people. In a lot of friendships that I have been in while in high school and just in general, I feel like I was never fully comfortable. It's a really weird feeling to kind of describe. I think only you would know if you're comfortable or not, but I just feel like when I was with those people, I constantly had to be like putting up a mask or like a kind of more outgoing version of myself, like a fake version of myself that was more outgoing, more nice, more energetic, and just like more likable, I guess you could say. And it's just so tiring to do that because like obviously that's not me, and for me as an introvert, going out already takes a lot of energy, so having to put up this like fake version of myself to be more energetic or bubbly is just so exhausting, especially when you constantly have to be doing it with these people that are your friends. I'm not saying we're not friends anymore, but it's just like, for me, I've realized that I guess these people and I don't really value the same thing anymore. We're not really on the like same wavelength, as I say. So it's just, I don't know. It's just been something I've been thinking about more recently. As you get older, I don't know if you guys are in high school or university. I think a lot of you guys are in university or a little bit younger. So as you get into this like university age when your life is really in your hands and you really have the choice to do whatever you want, like you have the power to get out of friendships that aren't helping you, or friendships that aren't like serving you or doing the best for your mental health or anything. If you feel like you are just friends with someone because you're friends with someone, like really just for the sake of being friends, not really because you connect over something deeper or you're able to have a good conversation, then I would invite you to really reconsider whether you want to keep inviting these people back into your life. Because I think also a big thing is that you kind of, what's that cheesy saying? It's like your vibe, it attracts your tribe. Oh my god, it's such a freaking cheesy thing. I don't even know if people say it anymore. But I really think that that is true, because if you are constantly hanging out, for example, I'll give an example of my own life. So I would say before I was surrounded by people that were a bit more materialistic than I would like, and they really valued like luxury items, designer things, or just like shopping and getting new things in general. If I was constantly surrounded by these kinds of people, like obviously my mindset is going to turn a bit more materialistic, which in turn attracts more people that are materialistic into my life. And because I'm like, oh my god, we're so similar, like we both like off-white stuff, I'm just constantly in this cycle of being surrounded by the same type of people, which is like an echo chamber, is what I've heard someone else say to me, which for me, I really don't want to be in anymore. Like I really have valued university because I've been opened up to so many types of people in my life. In my sorority especially, I've just been exposed to so many people that are from different countries and from different like high schools in Vancouver even, and just from different lives in general, which I've really enjoyed like learning about them and meeting them and getting to know them, because I think it really has exposed me to a different type of person and all these different types of people. So yeah, if you are feeling like you're constantly surrounded by people who just don't value the same things that you do, like maybe they're a little more materialistic, or maybe they just really like partying and really like drinking and stuff, if you can, you should remove yourself from that situation and then kind of find either like build what you want to attract within yourself and start with yourself, or find other people that have those characteristics that you want to surround yourself with. A lot of these things though are definitely easier said than done. Like it's definitely like a privilege to be able to kind of decide, oh, I don't want to surround myself with you anymore, or, oh, I want to just cut you out of my life. Because to be honest, like speaking realistically, not everyone has the power in their life to do that, whether you're like your family is not supportive of you or just things like that. So I definitely recognize that, and I know that I'm also in a position of privilege to be able to kind of pick and choose who I want to enter in my life. I would definitely say it gets easier as you get older because you have a bit more independence, you can get a job so you can financially support yourself. Yeah, it's a tough topic to navigate for sure. But anyway, with these friendships, for so long I was kind of really hard on myself for being like, why don't I like them anymore? Like, why do I want to not hang out with them so badly? Because for me also, I was kind of like, if you don't hang out with them, you're not gonna have anyone to hang out with in general. I was like, I'm not gonna have any friends, and that's gonna look kind of weird to everyone else. But I also have realized that it's really just like who cares what other people think of you? Put that way, like I really am trying not to care anymore, and I would say I'm pretty like good at not caring anymore for sure. Society puts up this like desired image that everyone should follow, that you need to have a lot of friends or like a close group of friends that you can rely on and all that stuff. But really, if that doesn't work out for you, it's okay to be by yourself as well. It's okay to just have one person to rely on, whether that is your mom or your partner or just like one friend. You don't need to have like 10 best friends or like whatever. It's just too much to handle, in my opinion. In my life now, I would definitely say that I would prefer having one person that is supportive of me all the time rather than having like 3 friends that are kind of supportive of me but also kind of manipulative. It's just, I don't want to be associated with people who don't value me and don't support me. And again, I also want to surround myself with people that I can fully support and I can fully like tell them, live your dreams. Like, I really do support you and I like what you value. I like what you're going for. I like your ambitions and your dreams. It goes both ways. And I think one of the silver linings of this COVID thing is that you have been disconnected for your friends for a very long time, hopefully if you're social distancing and whatever. So for me, I can kind of see this as like square one and kind of like reevaluating what I value in my life. And after this pandemic happens, like, what do I want my life to look like? And I can start building that right now, because right now I'm kind of stuck at home and I'm not really seeing anybody, and I'm not like forced to socialize with people that I don't want to socialize with. I've actually noticed quite a few silver linings in this pandemic. I would definitely say like it has been a terrible experience for everyone, like the amount of deaths and people that have been lost and just everything in general, especially with like people losing their jobs, people losing their beloved family members, friends, anything. That is definitely like the most terrible thing that I could imagine with this pandemic. It has been very terrible and hard on all of us. I am an optimist though, so I do like to look for silver linings. I would definitely say in this lockdown, I have really learned who I am and learned how to build my own identity without subbing it with like external factors, if that makes sense. As you know from my last video, I got into a relationship this pandemic, and I have really enjoyed this relationship because I didn't have to rely on doing external activities to kind of show your affection for someone, if that makes sense. I've been in relationships, or I've been in a relationship before, and I've gone on dates, and I feel like when you lose the sense of like love or affection for someone that some people may go through, you're like, oh, like we don't vibe as much as before, like we don't connect as well, like I feel like it's not as good. When I got to that point in my previous relationship, I would rely on going out and eating fancy dinners and doing fancy activities, buying luxurious things for the other person to be like, oh, I actually do love you. But that's not a real sense of love. You're relying on monetary value of items to show your affection from someone when that is not the important thing at all. Like in my current relationship, I feel like because we haven't been able to go out to restaurants and fancy places, like we have to rely on doing activities together at home, whether that's like watching TV or even just talking to each other. I have really enjoyed like getting to know my partner and also not having to rely on these external expensive activities to kind of show my love. Like I feel like that should not be the way of relationships, and I'm really glad that this pandemic has allowed my relationship to flourish in a way that I really like and I'm really thankful for. That's also been something I've been thinking about a lot. I feel like when I was like pre-lockdown, my identity was really comprised of just meaningless activities that I relied on to do to fill up time, if that makes sense. Like, let me think about it. I don't know, I enjoyed going to the gym personally a lot. I feel like that was a big part of my identity. I really enjoyed weightlifting and strength training, but maybe if you don't like the gym and you just kind of go because like society tells you to go, it's healthy, like you have to exercise for your health, and you just decided to go like an hour a day, but you weren't really fully into it, or you weren't really passionate about this kind of health journey, going to the gym. Like, that's what I consider using these meaningless external activities to fill up your identity. You can instead of that, like, I would encourage you to find other activities that you might enjoy more than going to the gym, because there's so many ways to get exercise, especially nowadays. Like, you can go on a walk outside, like going on a run outside. Hiking is awesome. I love hiking. But even like if you don't like that, you can do HIIT workouts at home. Like, I feel like in-home workouts and at-home exercise is so much more popular now, and it will be for many years to come just because of this pandemic. Like, that's definitely been something that I really enjoy as well. Like the MadFit dance workouts, I love them so much, and I feel like that was something that I never would have considered before lockdown, because I was like, ew, working out at home, and ew, like dance workouts, like that's so weird. Like, I only like lifting weights or whatever. I really enjoy like getting to know myself and what I like, and doing the things that I like, and not feeling the pressure of like, oh, you should be doing this because everyone else that's 21 is doing this. Right? Just do what you like and do what you enjoy, and don't worry so much about other people. It'll save you the mental effort as well if you are mostly focused on yourself. Another silver lining in this pandemic that I have learned is that I really do like being independent now. I feel like before, as I was saying, I constantly had to be talking to someone just to feel like I was connected in some way. But to me now, if those connections aren't meaningful and they don't bring you some sort of like higher purpose, whether that be like giving you joy or just giving you like fulfillment, you don't have to do any of those things. That's like one of the things that I've learned the most in this pandemic, is like, you don't have to do things that you don't want to do. Obviously, to an extent, like, I don't want to go through 30 pages of psych notes before my final, because that looks like a lot of work, but I am going to do it because I do want to pass my course and do want to do well in school. But anyways, yeah, like, it's been really hard because I've been living at home, and I'm really lucky to be able to live in a home with a nice bed, as you can see, like a spacious room, and like just space to be myself, and I have this private space, my room. But especially like during when I make lunch or when I make breakfast and having dinner at home, like, I'm constantly surrounded by my family members, and I do really love my family members, but sometimes I think everyone relates. Like, you just want to be by yourself. Like, you just want to like tune out everything that's around you and just be like, let me eat in silence, let me eat in peace. And you don't always get that when you're living at home. That's definitely been something that I've been going through this pandemic, and I just have really valued being alone, like truly alone, and without my phone, without YouTube, without anything to distract me. I really, if you've never done it before, I invite you to just be alone. Don't go on your phone, don't go on your computer, just be alone. You can either journal, or you can just sit there and look out of the window and just let your thoughts ruminate, because your thoughts are quite powerful. We are so lucky as humans to be able to self-reflect and be able to have this kind of reflection skill and ability to consider our decisions and stuff like that. Like, we're different from any other animal in that way. So use that skill that we have and think about what you want in your life, because ultimately your life is your own. You are the one that's going to be either happy or upset about the life that you live. And again, this is all taken with, like, I know that some people, their parents really want them to go to university to study this, or really want them to get a job in this field. But you do have the power to at least think about what you are pursuing and thinking about to yourself whether you enjoy this or not. It is really powerful to be able to have opinions and be like, actually, I don't really enjoy this, or I do really like this, I want to pursue this further. Like, for me personally, I think I have found such a strong sense of liberation when I realized I had the power to quit my BI job, and I can exit this and go to something else if I wanted to and take control over my life, because I feel like when I was working my BI job, I was also working as a math tutor and I was working as a dance teacher. I felt like work was consuming my life. I did not have time to be by myself, be alone, let myself think. It was just way too much. So having that power to be like, actually, I don't want to pursue this anymore. I'm not enjoying this as much as I thought I would. That's okay too. You learned something, you went through it and you learned a lesson, and that was the important part, so that in the future you can learn from it and not make the same mistake again or not make the same decision again. And I realized that a lot of these things that I'm talking about are easier said than done for sure. Even when I say it, like, I know that I'm saying it and that I understand it in theory, but to actually apply these kinds of things to your life and really act on it on a daily basis is a lot harder is a lot easier said than done. So it's always a work in progress. Like, life is just that way. Anyways, I think I'm gonna end this chat here. I really enjoyed it, just talking to you guys, although it's kind of a one-way conversation, but you can leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think about the things that I talked about, whether you relate, whether you've been kind of struggling with the same things. I would love to know. I will see you in my next video. Bye.
And I was like, yo.